Good afternoon, everybody. It is, April the 25th, Saturday, April the 20th. It's 7 minutes past 5, so it's very 4-ish today. And I hope you liked my hat. I decided to spend an hour or so crocheting in the garden, and I do love this hat. It's a very clever hat because it does this magique thing where it actually folds up on itself. So I like to imagine that I'm sort of in some sort of 1940s, 50s Riviera wearing it. Which was funny because I was listening to my friend James's Cult DIY radio show, which is sort of punk. Well, it is punk. And different genres of, and wearing that while crocheting in the garden in my summer top and my frilly shorts. I am a mixture of tastes, that's for sure. What have I been doing? I did my guitar lesson yesterday. For some reason it hurt a lot more than usual, but I think because I had a couple of days where I didn't practice, my fingers have gone back a step, but I'm trying to make sure that I kind of practice every other day at least the guitar, because it is nice to get those calluses going. Things are actually starting to sound like little bits of tunes now, which is fascinating, seeing as it's only been 4 weeks since I've been doing it. What have I done? I've put a curry on to cook in the slow cooker, which is cool. A potato curry, because we did have a delivery in the first week of lockdown from Addiscombe Fruit and Veg, and we got a 20 kilogram bag of potatoes. Of course, now they've stopped eating potatoes so much, so now I had to think of something to use a lot of the potatoes up, which is cool, which there is a curry cooking. I had a really, really lovely, so tune into Croydon Buddhist Centre, and Saturday mornings at 10:30, Monday mornings at 8 a.m. I think they do Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Friday mornings and Saturday mornings. They have different online meditations on Facebook. And then there's some Zoom sort of things that you can sort of join in with later on. And this morning, I must have been quite tired because I sort of nodded off a couple of times during the meditation. I don't know why I'm tired, although it might have something to do with the cat puking at 4 o'clock this morning on my bedroom floor, so I had to get up and clean that up. So did the meditation and then had a chat about different things to do with Buddhism. I've also signed up to the online Zoom Introduction to Buddhism course, and I think it's 6 weeks. It's on a Tuesday night, starting next Tuesday. So if you have any interest in that, I think it's for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, starting at 7:30 on the Tuesday. It won't be on the Facebook Live though, because this is something on Zoom. So if you have any interest, contact Croydon Buddhist Centre. Thank you, Janet. Hello, Janet. Janet just told me it's 5 weeks. That's cool. I did start the course before lockdown, and I only 7:30 to 9:15. There we go, guys. I did start the course, but I missed the first week because the youngest was doing his climbing, so he could climb unsupervised. At the climbing wall in Croydon and Croywall, near the back of like TK Maxx and things. So I missed the first one. I made the second one, and then lockdown happened. So yeah, it'd be good to. I'm looking forward to that. Yesterday, myself and the youngest, Elliot, who is 15, completed our Saburi challenge, our practice cut challenge. I am feeling really tight up at the back of my neck today, but not as in pain as I thought I might be. So yesterday we did 1,000 cuts. So we basically stood there bringing down our wooden swords 1,000 times, although we're pretty sure we did more because we kept on losing count. And we did it in 19 minutes, 37 seconds. Now, we weren't trying to rush through it. We were just doing it at our own pace. But not trying to go too fast and not too slow either, just keeping a nice steady pace. We did hammer the last 10 or so though, which was funny because the bokken nearly flew out of my hand because my hands were so sweaty, and a couple of times I had to do one-handed cuts because my hands were really had got quite sweaty. And it was funny, doing something 1,000 times is certainly a practice in concentration and mindfulness, because each one of those 1,000 practice cuts was supposed to be the same. Some of them I don't think exactly were, but they were pretty cool anyway. And we did a time lapse, which looks quite funny. Myself and Elliot also got mentioned on a page, and the person doing the TK challenge, they called it, was Tamashi Kokoro, which is a clothing brand, I think in Japan. And we got a mention on there. And it says that we're a cool, very cool mother and son. I'm not sure about that, but somebody else said it, so I'm going to go with that, which was good fun. We're thinking of what challenge to do next. We might just do it all again starting Monday, but Elliot overworked himself a couple of days ago, so he's having a rest for a few days. But yeah, we definitely are back into our practice for our samurai school, because we're due to grade beginning of June, but I'm not sure that I can see that happening. And it is what it is, so, if we can't, we can't. Which will be a shame, but, there's lots of things not going on, isn't there, at the moment, and lots of things changing and doing it differently. Yeah, tonight I've got a house party meeting with some friends, and I'm sort of crocheting a baby's blanket for next door, and it all sounds like I'm doing lots and lots of stuff, and I don't want you to listen to this thinking that, like, I'm not having the moments where I don't know what to do with myself, because I am, and then other moments where I've given myself something to do and I don't want to do it anymore because I want to go lay in the garden and listen to music. And I'm allowing myself to just be a little bit more, I think. And I hope you all are too, because it's a weird situation, right? Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how everyone copes when the weather is a little bit more crap next week. Unfortunately, I think it's going to rain for a few days. So it makes things a little bit harder, I think, when the weather is not so good. Yeah, I don't know. I think the little bits and pieces that I'm doing are keeping my brain going and my body going, and I'm enjoying eating some of the stuff that I've been making. I even got some of my jewellery making stuff out. I've got a few earrings I need to repair, and I do love a big flashy pair of earrings, but I don't like them to be really heavy, so I've got some stuff to make some lighter sort of style big earrings. Yeah, just been chilling really and doing the bits and pieces that I've said. I am really enjoying the guitar, and now the sounds sound like actual sort of sounds next to other sounds. That's terrible English, like such bullshit English. So chords next to other chords, and I'm learning to riff as well. There's some sounds being made that sounds like I sort of know a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm not going to sound more, no, I'm not that sure about it, but things are happening within it that are quite nice, that the sounds are joining together a little bit. Because basically I'm getting a bit faster about doing the chords. I did this thing yesterday that I think I practiced a song or a piece of music actually maybe 7 times to be able to do the chord changes. And I've got into some weird habit with E minor where I change the fingers around, and I don't know why I do it. I think it's probably more comfortable, but it's not making it easy to change back to A minor. But anyway, yeah, and I'm starting to hear, even though I use Guitar Tuner to tune my guitar, I'm starting to hear the sounds a bit more now, and I know when it's a little bit out of tune a bit better, which is really cool. yeah, so I hope everyone's doing okay. Oh, I did start watching Afterlife season 2. I know sort of Ricky Gervais is a bit like Marmite for a lot of people. I like him. I also like Marmite, just to make note. But I really like the series, and I think it talks about the subject fairly well. How difficult that sort of thing is for people. The death of a spouse. Anyway, I'm going to go because I am going to go and do my guitar lesson. I hope you have a lovely Saturday. And I'll see you tomorrow for Talking Bollocks part... What are we up to? Oh, 31 tomorrow. All right. Have a lovely day, guys. I hope you all well. And bye.